Since the very first appearance of sound, there has been music in movies. And where there's music, there's dancing. And while not every film has a dance number, here are some of the best yet. These are the top 10 dance scenes of all time. From the cafeteria dance of Grease to the Sharks and the Jets of West Side Story to the title number of 42nd Street, Broadway has given us some of the most exciting and extravagant dance numbers ever. So for our number 10, it's no surprise we're going with the Cell Block Tango from Chicago.
Pop, six, squish, Cicero, Lipschitz.
Choreographer and director Rob Marshall pays homage to the original Bob Fosse jazz style from the 1975 Broadway production with this violent tango, finding a perfect mixture between sexuality and aggression in the choreography, with a bit of humor mixed in for good measure. And there's a reason Chicago was the first musical to win Best Picture since 1969. The storytelling through dance is impeccable. Pay attention to the symbolic use of red handkerchiefs, the razor-sharp precision of the tango moves, and the mounting climax of the song. Put it all together and you have the makings of a seriously incredible dance. Of course, if we're talking ballroom dancing, there's an entire catalog to pick from. There's Strictly Ballroom, Take the Lead, Madonna's Crazy Swing Dance from A League of Their Own, and even the number from Addams Family Values. But for our number 9, we're going with another tango, this time from Shall We Dance. Richard Gere and Jennifer Lopez's steamy nighttime twirl was choreographed by Joanne Jansen and Liz Curtis to the tune of the sleek accordion sounds of Santa Maria. And while the shadowy intimacy and yellow sodium vapor lights add to the mysterious flair of the routine, there's nothing mysterious about why this dance is on our list, and it has nothing to do with a double. No, Gere and Lopez did all their own steps here. It just comes down to hard work, 3 hours a day for 4 months in preparation for the movie. And if you don't watch this dance number and walk away wanting to learn the tango, you might just not be human.
Be this alive. Be this alive tomorrow.
Now, sometimes a dance scene is top 10 material not for its groundbreaking choreography or pinpoint precision, but for how memorable the dance became. And while dance breaks like the ones from Risky Business, Saturday Night Fever, Pulp Fiction, Napoleon Dynamite, and Little Miss Sunshine stick in our memory, there's nothing quite so memorable as our number 8, the final dance from Dirty Dancing.
Now I had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you.
The film's choreographer, Kenny Ortega, was trained by Gene Kelly himself, so the pedigree is all there. And he didn't have much trouble with Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze either, both of whom had lots of dance experience and did all of their own moves. But it all came down to that grand final lift, a moment so important to cinema dance history that it is ingrained in Hollywood culture forever, eclipsing almost everything else from the routine. Interestingly enough, Jennifer Grey was so scared to rehearse the move that the shot seen on screen is their very first try, which means that in this case, cinema history was made by basically just going for it. There's hardly a name that's defined Hollywood dance more than Busby Berkeley. Even if you don't know him, you probably know him. He's the creator of elaborate geometric dance formations the world over. Those sequences in The Producers, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and The Big Lebowski, yeah, they're paying homage to Berkeley. After working as a field artillery lieutenant during World War I, Berkeley brought his formation experience to the choreography world as he directed massive groups of dancers with military precision. And while his numbers in Dames, $1 Million Mermaid, and The Gang's All Here are worth a watch, for our number 7, we're going with his career masterpiece, Gold Diggers of 1935. The film's Lullaby of Broadway was an instant classic, but The Words Are in My Heart might be just a little bit better. What starts out as a simple lullaby turns into an astoundingly complex number, complete with 56 synchronized grand pianos. But before you write them off for cheating, you should know that the pianos weren't driven on a track by gears or pulled along by wires, but piloted by dancers hidden underneath, dressed in an all-black disguise. Truly incredible. Now, if you haven't picked up on how sexy dancing can be, you haven't been paying attention. But for our number 6, we want to single out one of the most titillating dances of all. And while this could easily go to Flashdance Maniac, Frida's Tango, or especially from Dusk Till Dawn Striptease, our number 6 goes to a different kind of stripping.
This next performer who's coming out, he's a one of a kind, ladies. Our feature presentation, the one and only. The star of the show, Mr. Magic Mike.
That's right, one of the hottest film dances out there goes to Channing Tatum grinding it out to some Genuine. There's no denying that Tatum's got some serious moves, courtesy of his dance experience and 8 months stripping for cash, and you can bet we'll be circling back to one of his other franchises. But right now, we have to give it up for the acrobatics and the charisma of the routine, courtesy of choreographers Allison Falk and Teresa Espinosa. Moving along to number 5, where would a list of dance routines be without turning to Bollywood? And while it would be all too easy to honor Jai Ho from Slumdog Millionaire and call it a day, we'd rather look at some of the actual Bollywood classics. And while numbers like Dhoom Mikhail and Dola Re Dola really shine, there's nothing like the train top Chaya Chaya from Dil Se.
चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 छैया.
First of all, the song is crazy catchy. Just try listening to it and not singing along to the chorus halfway through. It's actually the 9th most popular song in the world of all time, according to a BBC survey. And while Farah Khan's choreography for the dance might not be as flashy as some of the other entries on this list, they did it on top of a moving train. That's right, no trick photography, no green screens, just a bunch of dancers on top of a train car. Professional dance companies have often been the central interest of films. From Black Swan to Center Stage, ballet has often been the focus. But for our number 4, we're taking a totally different approach with Pina. Pina is actually a documentary about one of modern dance theater's most prominent choreographers, Pina Bausch. Directed by her close friend Wim Wenders, Pina was reaching the end of pre-production when Bausch died suddenly, days before shooting. Wenders immediately shut down the production, but eventually finished the film at the request of some of her students, this time as a memoir to the great choreographer. Now, if you're not familiar with modern dance, it can be a little jarring, but there's a certain beauty to the madness, and nowhere more so than in Pina's Volmund. The individual vignettes like Trust, Love, and Obstacle are beautiful, but the work of Bausch herself is the standout choreography of the film, immersing us into the wild mind of a modern dance icon. There's no denying that hip-hop dance movies have reached a saturation point, but it's hard to complain because the level of choreography that has been reached is just so damn good. From Stomp the Yard to You Got Served to How She Moved, and of course the mega series that is Step Up, the car dance in Revolution, the Red Hook battle in 3D, and of course the finale from the one that started everything. But our number 3 goes to the final rain dance from Step Up to the Streets. Choreographed by Dave Scott, Hi-Hat, and Jamal Sims, this pitch-perfect finale was actually filmed in the wintertime, with most of the dancers donning space blankets between takes to stay warm from the water. But it's got every food group of a great dance scene, crazy acrobatic moves, flawless group routines, a little dose of sex appeal, and a healthy serving of mousse to top it all off. Put it all together and you get a superlative dance number in a series of incredible choreography. When we think of the golden age of movie dances, our minds first go to Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire. Two legends of their time, it's next to impossible to pick a favorite. But since we're in the business of delivering top 10s and not ties, we have to. But where to begin? Astaire's Top Hat, Kelly's An American in Paris, Royal Wedding, Swing Time? Of course, there was never any real choice. Our number 2 has to go to the title number from Singin' in the Rain.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again.
Choreographed by Kelly himself, Singin' in the Rain is a near perfect mix of everything that made Golden Age musicals great, from the joyful choreography to the incredible use of water, and it certainly doesn't hurt that it is possibly one of Hollywood's most iconic dance moments of all time. But to take it just a little further over the top, Kelly spent the entire rain-soaked week shooting the sequence with a fever over 101, which just makes this already spectacular number that much more impressive. Coming in at our number 1, we're going from classic dance to one that is much less well known with the Nicholas Brothers Virtuoso Flash Dance Clinic in Jump and Jive from Stormy Weather. The Nicholas brothers, Harold and Fayard, are two of the greatest dancers most people have never heard of. Growing up with no formal training whatsoever, Fayard taught himself to dance by emulating entertainers of the day, and his younger brother Harold learned by emulating him in turn. Fred Astaire called their Jump and Jive performance the greatest movie musical number he had ever seen. Mikhail Baryshnikov, the ballet legend, called them the most amazing dancers he'd ever encountered, and the brothers' students included a veritable who's who in tap dance history and Michael Jackson. Choreographed by the brothers and Nick Castle, the dance number pretty much speaks for itself. Flying across the stage, onto the bandstand, and atop the grand piano, the brothers' acrobatics are as astounding as Cab Calloway's live rendering of Jump and Jive is catchy. And their final leapfrogging splits down the stairs, completely unrehearsed and filmed on the first take. It's not hard to see why the brothers are legends, which is why Jump and Jive is our #1 dance scene of all time. So what do you think? Do you disagree with one of our choices? Did we leave out one of your favorite movie dances? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more Cinefix Movie List.